Everyone is talking about the beauty of the Oscar dresses. But no one focused on the catastrophic fails that happened in the 2026 ceremony. Here are the worst looks that will shock you. 1. Odessa Azen. The look, a deconstructive black evening gown designed by Balenciaga, utilizing heavy silk lycra fabric, featuring gloves and shoes integrated into a single continuous piece, pantalegging style. Look details. The design featured a sharp geometric plunging neckline, deep V-cut, reaching the navel, with very long sleeves ending in integrated gloves that completely covered the fingers. The lower part consisted of asymmetrical draping gathered at the left hip with a massive knot, featuring a short train trailing behind her. She adopted a sleek back hairstyle and a very sharp smoky eye makeup look. Look analysis. Odessa fell into the trap of excessive drama that did not suit her small physical frame. The sleeves connected to the gloves created visual pressure on the shoulder area, making her appear hunched while walking. Rating, 2 out of 10. 2. Jacob Elordi. Jacob Elordi in a Schiaparelli design. This look is an unconventional men's suit, consisting of a cropped jacket embroidered with golden surrealist symbols, and very wide pants reaching mid-calf. Details of the look. The jacket was decorated with buttons in the shape of golden eyes and ears, while the pants came in a very heavy black wool fabric, with massive high-neck boots. Analysis of the look. Business Insider criticized this look because it ruined Jacob's physical proportions. The short, wide pants with the cropped jacket made Jacob's tall stature appear cut and inconsistent. Technical analysis indicates that the design tried to merge surrealism with formal menswear, but the result was an outfit resembling old theatrical costumes. The suit lacked the classic elegance that the Oscars require, and appeared as a forced attempt at uniqueness, losing the star's usual charisma and making him look drowned in fabric that fits neither his size nor the prestige of the event. Rating, 4 out of 10. 3. Chloé Zhao. The look, a minimalist two-piece set made of washed silk in a dull off-white color, with a non-shiny matte finish. Look details. The top piece was an oversized shirt with a closed Chinese collar and wide sleeves, while the trousers featured wide side slits, palazzo style, and an elastic waist. She wore white flat shoes, loafers, and left her hair down in its usual natural state without any notable additions or jewelry, except for a simple leather wristwatch. Look analysis. The technical issue was not in the simplicity but in the fabric type. Washed silk tends to wrinkle immediately upon movement, and by the time she arrived at the red carpet, the outfit was full of horizontal and vertical lines resulting from sitting. This made the look appear neglected, as if it were luxurious loungewear rather than formal attire for the most important cinematic night, and the lack of color contrast made her overall appearance blend into the dull background and obscured her strong presence. Rating, 2 out of 10. 4. Paul Mescal. Paul Mescal in an updated Gucci suit. This look is a tuxedo in an 80s style, characterized by very wide boxy shoulders and wide front pleated pants in a pale cream color. Details of the look. The jacket was unusually long with wide satin lapels, and a disco open collar shirt without a tie, and pointed shoes in shiny leather. Analysis of the look. Paul was described as a victim of wrong retro. The boxy suit made him look wider than reality in an unattractive way, as if he were wearing borrowed clothes 2 sizes too large. Fashion magazines criticized the choice of the pale cream color that blended with his skin tone, making him look tired under the strong ceremony lighting. Analysis indicates that the very wide baggy style is not suitable for strict formal events like the Oscars, where the suit appeared wrinkled and unkempt, losing the overall look the dignity required for a major award nominee. And the whole appearance seemed old rather than classic. Rating, April 5, 10. 5. Priyanka Chopra. The look, an icy white gown with a corseted waist designed by Dior haute couture, adorned with thousands of ostrich feathers and glass bead embroideries. Look details. The dress featured a straight neckline, with the upper part hand embroidered with extreme precision using silk threads. The disaster was from the waist down, where the dress branched into massive layers of very dense white feathers, with a transparent rear cape encrusted with Swarovski crystals extending 3 meters behind her on the red carpet. Look analysis. Technically, the volume of the feathers was disproportionate to Priyanka's height, making her appear as if she were drowning inside a massive mass. The contrast between the tight upper bodice and the humongous lower section was very sharp and ruined the silhouette's symmetry. Additionally, the long cape combined with the dense feathers made movement appear difficult and artificial, and critics classified it as a theatrical look lacking the calm sophistication that characterizes the designing house. Rating, March 5, 10. 6. Rhea Amy. The look, a short avant-garde dress inspired by wildlife by Indian designer Rahul Mishra, utilizing advanced 3D embroidery techniques. Look details. The dress was adorned with prominent 3D figures of birds and plants in vivid, striking colors, and the shoulders were surrounded by a massive circular metal structure covered in gilded transparent tulle and artificial feathers. She completed the look with very high-heeled shoes encrusted with colored stones harmonizing with the dress colors. Look analysis. The look lacked a visual center. The eye became distracted between the colors of the birds, the gold shimmer in the structure, and the exaggerated sparkle. The circular structure around the shoulders made her neck appear very short and made her body look as if it were inside an uncomfortable artistic cage. This type of design lacks the fluidity required for walking the red carpet, making her look like she was wearing a piece from an art museum rather than an evening gown. Rating, 3 out of 10. 7. Maggie Ferrell. Maggie Ferrell in the pink drama look. This look is a shocking pink silk dress, with a giant ruffle collar surrounding the face and a small hat decorated with long feathers. Details of the look. The dress featured tight long sleeves and a straight skirt. But the drama was concentrated in the upper part where the exaggerated ruffles were, which covered part of her chin and shoulders. Analysis of the look. Maggie fell into the trap of expressive clutter. The shocking pink color was enough on its own to draw attention, but adding the giant ruffles with the feather hat made the appearance cartoony and detached from reality. Critics at Harper's Bazaar criticized this look because it made the actress look hidden behind her outfit, as if she were wearing a character from comic fantasy stories. Technical analysis shows that the balance between the accessories and the dress was completely missing, as the pieces fought with each other. Rating, February 5, 10. 8. Felicity Jones. Felicity Jones in a Prada design. This look is a very wide tent dress made of silk taffeta fabric, in pastel blue without straps and without any definition for the waist area. Details of the look. The dress featured hidden side pockets and a short train, with fabric that looks crushed in a deliberate way as part of Prada's modern design language. Analysis of the look. Brit Plus Co magazine described the look as a waste of talent and beauty. The very wide cut that lacks any structure made Felicity look like she was wearing a luxury bedsheet. Analysis indicates that the wrinkled fabric appeared unirond and pale under the red carpet lighting, giving an impression of neglect and lack of readiness. The absence of waist definition completely hid the actress's frame, and made her look much wider than she really is, which fashion experts considered a major technical error in choosing the cut that fits her body, making the look seem boring and lacking cinematic appeal. Rating, 4 out of 10. 9. Kevin O'Leary. The look, a custom-made black tuxedo crafted from Italian velvet, decorated with hand embroideries in pure gold threads. Look details. The embroideries were in the shape of numbers, charts, and currency symbols densely distributed on the back, collar, and sleeves. He wore a black shirt with a wingtip collar and a rare edition Patek Philippe watch with a bright red strap, along with gold-framed sunglasses with very dark lenses. Look analysis. The look was an embodiment of performative fashion at its worst. The formal suit was turned into a means of financial boasting that completely lacked artistic taste, kitsch. The red color of the watch strap broke the gold and black harmony sharply and unpleasantly for the eye, and the suit appeared visually very heavy and inconsistent with his body measurements, making the overall appearance look gaudy and far removed from the prestige of the Oscars. Rating, 1 out of 10. 10. Kelty Knight. Kelty Knight in a Celia Critherioti design. This look is a tight mermaid-style dress, made of lace and chiffon in a very pale nude color, with a flowing chiffon train. Details of the look: the dress was decorated with fine clear crystal embroideries, with long sheer lace sleeves and a classic retro hairstyle. Analysis of the look: the fail here was in the color. The chosen shade of nude was exactly matching Kelty's skin tone, making her look naked from a distance or washed out in front of the cameras. Business Insider criticized the choice of this pale color that made the actress look sallow. Despite the design being technically beautiful, the lack of contrast made the dress completely disappear, and it failed to highlight any aesthetic details. Technical analysis shows that strong Oscar lighting needs rich colors or clear contrast, which this look completely lacked, making it look boring and visually ineffective. Rating: April 5, 10. Who was the worst dressed at the Oscars? Tell us in the comments and don't forget to subscribe to the channel.